guys, welcome to our technical drawing class. I'll be taking you on the topic isometric projection. So I'll be treating this question as question number 3. Show two machine parts. Part B is to be fitted into part A. As this part B is to be fitted into part A. Is unfinished. Draw an isometric view of part B when it has been shaped to fit its part A. So I want to draw this isometric view. So I have to interpret this drawing first. From this place to this place is 12. And from this inward is also 12. So it's like a square. Or let me call it a square. And this side, the length, the side, the are equal for this part. Now it's like you have a square here. This side is equals to this, is equals to this, is equals to this. So that's it, and that is what I want to draw. Then after you draw this, you are going to draw this. Then you will draw this, which is the last part. Now from this place to this place also is also equals to 12, and from this place to this place is 29, and that's the drawing. So we have to draw this diagram. So that's it. So that's what we want to draw from this diagram. If you can see from this part, that is where it's supposed to be fixed. Supposed to be fixed into this part, but is in an unfinished state here. And that is how we are told to draw it in this unfinished state. Now let's start using this diagram. Now I want to draw isometric. In isometric, what you use is your angle 30 and 60. Now you draw a line this way, a straight line. You move down. You use your set square. Then the first thing is to draw this part which is 12. Measure 12. This is 12. Measure 12 on the other side too. You draw it out. When you are drawing, you have to learn how to use thin lines and thick lines. But for the sake of this video, so that you can see what I'm drawing, I may make my lines a little bit thick. So you measure the height. The height is 57. You can use your ruler, or you use this to measure the 57. So it's going to be 67 with this. Is 57. Now on this, even with this, you can draw 57. Sorry. there's a mistake here. You discover that this line is not straight. Now, from that, the next thing is to measure this point. From this point to this point is 8.5. So you have to measure 8.5 up, 8.5 down, or you measure 8.5 up, then you measure 38 from that point. So you have to measure on this your line. You measure measure 8.5 up. This is 5. This is 6. 5, 6, 7, 8. It should be 8.5. So at 8.5, you draw a line at 8.5. That's 8.5. So, and you measure up again. You measure 30. This place to this place 38. This is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is 35, 36, 37, 38. So the rest should be also be 8.5. So you draw your line out again. Using thin lines. So after you've done this, you check. You have to measure 12 because the distance between here and the next point is also 12. So you measure 12. This is 10, 11, 12. You note this point. This is 12. So by that, if you draw it down, it should give you 12 too. But notwithstanding, let's measure 12 down. This is 10, 11, 12. So if you draw it down, you should have those 2 points should join together. You may be having some errors due to the table that I'm using, which is not a drawing table. So for you, you're expected to use a drawing table. So you join this way. Sorry. And that ought to be also, that ought to be 12. You measure 12. 11, 12. So this point is 12. So it joins at this point. It looks very thin. So if I have to thicken this, I'll thicken it out so that you can see it now before I draw the last part. So the next part is to draw this part. So you have to measure from downward. You measure 4.5. So that's what I want to do now. From here you measure 4.5. This is 4.5. This is 5. So this is 4.5, the middle of this. And from up here you measure 4.5 too. This is 0.5, you measure the middle of this. So from there you draw your lines. Sorry, using your now you measure out from there, you measure out 50. So from that point you measure from this point now, you measure 50. That should be 60 from here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here over to you measure 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's that. So you have to and then you measure out from here. From this point you measure 12. So this is 10, 11, 12. 12 mm. Then you show that by drawing in so now you can take in your lines to show your drawing. But another thing you must also know is that you've not shown this other part here, so you can also show. Okay, so this is how you stop, definitely, because this other part 12, it is for this side, it is shown in this other side, so you may not be able to see it directly. So now you can take in your lines with this. Take in your lines and you see what you have. So you can see this is what you are asked to draw. So if I want to dimension this now, I'll just come over here and do my dimensioning. My dimensioning would be simple. Also, you can dimension my drawings. Just to signify by an arrow edge. This is the 50. I'm coming. Let me just try to bring it out because so that you would understand. Okay, now this is it. I want to. This place is my and 50. Now from here to here to here, can show your arrow. This place is 12. From here to here is also 12. Or let me come from here to here. Is 57. So from here to here is also 12. Now from this place is also 12. You need to draw faint line so that you can show your dimension. From here to here is 12. Now, that is all you need to know about this point. From here to here is also 12. So when you check this in line with this diagram, this is the part B. This is the isometric drawing of this part. So you have successfully, every unit is in millimeter, Every unit is in millimeter. This is, you are in a scale of 1:1. So if you are told to draw a scale of 1:2, which means here you have 1, then you have to increase it to what? To 2. So this is on a scale of 1:1. So everything here you have, this is what, that is it. That is how it will be when you draw it in isometric projection. Thank you for listening to this class. Meet you in the next class.